Tom Chapin, the amazing, wonderful, spectacular Tom Chapin, and we're going to chat with him for a little bit. So it's Hungerthon Day. Just curious, what does Hungerthon mean to you?
I was part of the early Hungerthons, which are quite different from this extravaganza. It was basically Harry and DJs at WFM in New York, the classic rock station and folk station. And Harry did 24 hours. He was awake the whole time. And I remember at least once, probably 3 or 4 times, I lived in Brooklyn, and it's 2 in the morning, 1:30 in the morning, I get a call. Hello? Hey, it's Harry, and it's pretty dead up here. Why don't you come up and help me? So I jump in the subway and come up and we'd sing and talk and stuff. But what it really means to me is the lifeblood of our organization. Every year, it's you know, the idea of so many people, and we're so thrilled with all these NEW 101, 94, all these things you see up here, the Fan, CBS Sports Radio. And now it's become such a delight to come here and see folks I've seen over the years, especially the DJs the ones I've been talking to, and they've taken this as their own. And they've been so forceful and happy to be doing this, as opposed to, oh, we gotta do this. You know, it's not that. It's like, oh, I'm so glad you're here. Sing me a song. Tell me about it. And they want to spread the news, and which is exactly the idea. The idea of WhyHunger has always been partnerships from day one with Bill Ayers and Harry Chapin, and you know, it's not like watch me do this. It's like we can do this, and that's what this stands for.
Yeah, it's come a long way. It's the 37th Hungerthon.
37th, wow.
Which is incredible. And is there anything, I mean, I know you just spoke about the amazing hosts and folks who sort of on the stations really support us, but is there anything else in all these years, like the differences you see now between what you saw even just 10, 20 years ago?
Well, I mean, for me, the biggest thing has been the idea that just really articulating and people getting that food is a right. It's not a privilege. And that's a big change, you know, and that's a change that it's a wonderful articulation of what the bottom line is. If you have money, you leave. And if you're poor, you're making terrible choices about you and your family. And that means, you know, can you imagine it's deciding whether you're going to feed your family or pay the rent or pay the gas to get to your job or all this stuff. And many, many families face that all the time. So that's just not right. My friend John Forster and I were trying to write a song about justice, and maybe I'll play it. It's a short little song. We realized for kids, justice is what's fair. We're trying to access what's fair in the world. It's not fair that some families are struggling to eat, and then the rest of us are just doing fine. Hey, it's Thanksgiving. I'll buy the biggest turkey I can get. Oh, what do we want with it? All this stuff. And what happens next week for somebody else? What happens? And that's one of the great things about doing it this time of year, is it really brings it home to this moment, Thanksgiving, giving thanks. And part of giving thanks is to help others.
Beautifully said. One of the ways that you are helping and giving back is via an auction that you've been so gracious to offer up every year. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, it's not just me, it's my wonderful band, Michael Mark, the composer of Entertainment Tonight theme song, and a longtime friend of mine, and collaborator, and John Colbert, the writer of the Baseball Tonight theme song, and wonderful piano player, played with John Lennon's last band. These guys are fabulous, and they also just say, sure, let's do a benefit concert. Long ago, we said, well, maybe we'll just offer a free concert to the highest bidder. And we've done that for I don't know how many years.
Just
a few. And it's always an astonishing thing. Recently, it's been Betsy Harding and her husband who've been buying it, and we do something for her every year. But they're amazing ones, you know, and it's a way that, you know, musicians somehow are always in the forefront of these things. I grew up with Pete Seeger, as one of my heroes, as one of Harry's heroes. And my brother Harry is one of my heroes, you know, the idea that music brings people together, but also can be a force for extraordinary good. And we still do that. And Bruce Springsteen, we just were with Warren Haynes, and down the line, you know, there's so many wonderful musicians who give back. And that's part of what we do. So you can bid on the Tom Chapin and Michael Mark and John Colbert. We do a concert based on what you guys need. And sometimes it's been one of the wonderful ones have been where somebody says, well, I'm really proud to do this for Hunger, but can I bring other people there and make it for a local thing of mine? So it becomes a double win. Food money comes here, and then we do a concert that they bring their friends and raise money for, you know, their school, their gun violence, for whatever it is. So all those are possible. And we also, you meet just, I remember somebody asked Pete Seeger once, when Harry and I were doing a benefit concert for Why, and I said, Mr. Seeger, you've spent your whole life doing benefit concerts. Has it ever made a difference? And Harry quoted this often, and I did too, up to now. Pete says, I don't know, but I do know I've met the good people. People with live hearts, live eyes, live minds. And both of us went, oh, because it's such a Pete Seeger answer, which was, it's not me, it's us. And look what I get to do here. And I feel that same way here. You know, that's my whole connection with Why, is that sense of, wow, this is one of the best things I do. So thank you, and thank you guys who are watching. And if you want to bid on us, we'll make you a very happy concert.
And you can go to hungerthon.org to check out auctions and to donate to WhyHunger and to check out the merchandise. We've got great stuff happening. And would you be so generous?
I mentioned a song about fair. This is John Forster, the songwriter. We wrote this for a kids record, but it's just a good song. If only fair were everywhere, we'd breathe it in like air, and everyone would share. If only fair were everywhere. If only we'd learn to share our bread, the whole world could be fair. There's plenty here to spare. If only fair were everywhere. Plenty of food, not enough share. Plenty of hurt, not enough care. Plenty of you, there's plenty of me. Not enough we, no, not enough we. If only life was like a game, and the rules were just the same for maid or millionaire. If only fair were everywhere. The world is so big, we're pretty small. Hard to imagine changing it all. But let us begin, let us agree. I'll do unto you, you'll do unto me. And someday fair will be everywhere. We'll breathe it in like air, and everyone will share. Oh, someday, someday, when fair is everywhere, fair is everywhere.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thanks, friends.